Hi, hello, and welcome to another video. Specifically, my meeting all my accounts video. Because I have quite a few alt accounts and I have never introduced all of them, not even on my Instagram, which is usually where I do things first. So I guess without further ado, let's get started. And let's start with the account I'm already on. My main account, which is Kaisa Dragon Road. I've had this account since the 19th of December 2015, which according to your website is 3,452 days ago on the day of recording, which will not be the day of release. This account is on Airstar, has primarily been on Airstar throughout these years, but have been on all Swedish servers for at least a short period of time. With the shortest one being Fluffy Unicorn, which was like 5 minutes in 2015. So that is the server I spent the least time on. The one I spent the second most time on would be Marshmallow Clouds, where I spent almost 6 months. In 20... Oh, actually I did spend a little over 6 months in December 2015, and then the first months of 2016. On this account, I am a Pay One Star Rider member, they call it now. I'm gonna continue calling it Lifetime Star Rider. That's what it says on my receipt, because I bought Star Rider back in 2015. But I'm a Lifetime Star Rider. This is the only account I have started on. I'm level 25 and I own a club for me and my friends. It's called Frost Progress Students. So this is the only... Well, it isn't the only account I'm in a club, and all my accounts are in this club because I'm the club owner and invite them. I own 282 horses on this account. That is not a small number, and majority of those are level 15. Though that is many hours playing this game. I could take a quick look inside my stable. In the moment of recording, I have yet to show anywhere my new stable design. Before this video comes up, I will hopefully have made the Instagram reel for that. I just have had some other technical, or no, not technical, life things come in the way. But welcome into my stable. My starter horse for this account. Do I want the... Yeah, we can have it on here as well. My starter horse is Dark Star, and obviously he's been with me since the 19th of December as well. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to say about Kaisa and this account, to be honest. This is obviously the account I spent the most money on. This is where I bought Star Rider. This is the only account I've ever bought Star Rider on, and this is the only account I've ever bought Star Coins on. So this is the account that's gonna have the most things, the most clothes, the most horses, the most hairstyles and makeup styles, and so on. So yeah, let's move on to my first alt account. Moving on to my second account and my first alt account. This is Semina Dragon Road, which I've had since the 3rd of February 2017, according to the website, which the day of recording this, which is not the same day as the previous account, is 3,042 days ago. She is currently on the server Hazy Shore, but she has spent most of the time on Airstar. I think she's been on Hazy Shore actually since Christmas, I think, at this point, because there was a really long line, I think, to log in and claim the gifts on the last day of the Christmas event, or the winter event, so she's probably been there since January, when I claimed all her attire. You can see that her horse is wearing. She is the account I created during the first Recruit a Friend feature that Star Stable had back in 2017, which is where her vest, shoes, and hair from. I think her gloves might be 2. Yeah, they are. I don't play all of these accounts, so horses aren't very happy. And she's one of the few alt accounts that have multiple horses. She actually has 3 horses, so I thought we should check those out. I don't even know which the 3rd horse would be. She, like all my alt accounts, live in Moreland because why would you move a free account? I mean, at least you can move to Forpinta, but like any other place isn't really like, there's no real reason to do it. Because you're just gonna have to move back, and I haven't obviously done anything with the stables in most of my alt accounts, so when did I buy this horse? What breed are you even? I guess I own a Tennessee Walker. I don't even own one on my main account. I remember. It was for the old lady photo shoot I did last year. Actually, about pretty much exactly a year ago now. Or yeah, it's in June last year. I did an old lady photo shoot with Bella, and we used our alt accounts, and we were supposed to use Semina as well. So I think Bella was allowed to buy this horse for me, to have a horse to use during that photo shoot. So I think Bella actually picked that horse. But then I remember I had like an Instagram story about it, and maybe I can like export it and put it in the video. But I remember it being like, I was already playing on my old desktop and my laptop, as well as an iPad, and then Bella was using her laptop and an iPad, and then her phone and my iPad. And I've been trying to use my old desktop, my laptop, and my phone, but my old phone crashed playing Star Stable. I couldn't play Star Stable, so we ended up not using Semina. We ended up using my laptop, my desktop, Bella's laptop, Bella's phone, and my iPad, I think. So in the end, Semina didn't end up being in the photo shoot, but I guess she got a horse for it. If I ever buy started here, I guess I'll max train that horse, maybe. And then we have the birthday horse, which I got when it was free during the 10th birthday celebration. So any account I had during the 10th birthday celebration is gonna have this horse. So yeah, I don't think there's much else to say. I have 3 horses. I guess we could look at the classes a bit. I didn't do that on Kaisa, but I mean, you see that in a lot of other videos. What you're gonna notice is, I guess there's a bit of a mess. I haven't spent a lot of time trying to clean it up after the updated wardrobe, since I don't play a lot on these accounts. But I have actually tried to sort things. So originally, like, there would have been one page for short sleeved, a page for long sleeved, and then these are like the pants coming from the pants page. Like, everything was dividing the pages in a way I've never done on my main account. But I don't have, like, my main account had never been like sorted into pages or certain things, because I just kind of know where things are on muscle memory. I have started building it up again, the memory of like where things are since the updated wardrobe. It just kind of messed a little bit with my like perception of I know what page and like exactly where things were with the old system. Like, you could ask me about a pair of boots, and I could be like, oh, they're page 5, like a little bit above like the middle and a bit to the left of the middle. So like around like here somewhere, if like this was the whole page, it'd be like a little bit over here. And like I could tell you where things were like that. I can't do that right now. I haven't, like, obviously I had years and years and years and years of experience with the old system, like 8 years when they updated almost, or I had over 8 years. Um, so yeah, but I'm starting to build that back up again, but it's gonna take a while, but I don't have the energy to do that with every account. So all my alt accounts used to have sorted closets where things were sorted into pages. I just haven't had the time to sort it after the updated stuff, so it kind of looks the way it does. But I have a bunch of pets here as well. I usually also always claim all the free winter stuff on all my alt accounts and so on. So yeah. Semina is also where I got in the first into story, because usually whenever there was a starter code, I use it on Semina and I'll play a bit. So she is all the way to level 17 and has even unlocked Wildwoods. Or she's unlocked Wildwood Point. I don't think she's unlocked Wildwoods. But she has unlocked everything but Wildwoods and Dino Valley. And she hasn't been to Pandoria, but I've barely been to Pandoria on my main account. So yeah, this was Semina and her 3 horses, and let's move on to my 3rd alt account. So we have my 3rd alt account. This is Monique Dragon Road, and she was originally my brother's account, because I made my younger brother try Star Stable long ago in the year of 2017. He was not a huge fan, and this account has now fallen to me as one of my accounts. And this account was created on the 30th of September 2017. So same year as Semina, but I haven't had Monique for the whole 8 years yet, because this was September. So yeah, I've only had this account for 7 years. She's on Airstar, and also member, all my alt accounts are member of my club that I own. And this, I think, is the alt account with the most horses, because my brother have picked all the horses on this account, including the one I'm currently riding, which would be Firestone, I think. And he has picked a name for all the horses on this account, as well as the outfit I'm currently wearing. I haven't changed much about this account since I stopped using it, and most of the time I was just buying horses for him that he said he liked and wanted. So let's go back to the stable and let's look at it. Obviously there won't be a styled stable, maybe I'll do it one day. A lot of my alt accounts actually have a lot of star coins, because obviously I've had this account for 7 years, and every star coins code that's been available for those 7 years that was available for non-star riders have been used. There's a lot of star coins to gain over 7 years, obviously. So yeah, everyone's complaining about the small amount of star coins we get in codes today. Majority of the star coins of this account have been from those codes, because this account has obviously bought a bunch of horses. So we can start with the starter horse, I guess, which is Pirate Star. There is a theme for all the Dragguard accounts in this family, and that is that all the horses are called something with star. This is Pirate Star. And his outfit is also based or made by my brother. When he was a lot younger. He was 2017, that's what, 7, 8 years ago. Obviously it said on our website, so he would have been 10 maybe back then. No, 11. Okay, very young. And then we have the free birthday horse, which he also got the name Ace Shadow, so that was during the 10th birthday when you could get the horse for free. And some more magic horses, because he likes magic horses, like the pink Windfell, which I think he got when they were announced they were gonna retire these horses. Maybe it was a little early. I remember it was a long time ago, and you could buy them up in Nilmer's Highland. And that's Arctic Shadow. And then we have the Brinicle, which is Ice Storm. So a lot of magical horses, because those were the horses he thought was cool. And this, how do you say it? Halloween outfit is his favorite, plus the Miscreant's mask and the Spirit Riding free boots. And the birthday seagull, because he liked that too, I guess. I guess we can have a quick look in the closet over here as well. Won't be much to show, but yeah, it's kind of the same things here. Things we got for free, quest stuff, redeem code stuff, like the H&M jacket. You got this from a code originally, even though you can buy it today, and this was from a code. I think this code might still work. I can't remember what it is, but I think it's one that, at least it worked a couple of years ago still, so it might still work if you like look up. There might be YouTube videos of like working Star Stable codes and stuff like that. There are a bunch of like really old codes that probably still work. And then there's newer ones as well, like the Star Unstable and the when the crab crashed the servers shirt. These are from a Question Festival codes during the Quest Festival a couple years ago. So, you know, and free stuff from like winter event and stuff. This account is not level 9, no, it's level 7. Oh. So yeah, that is kind of how it's looking. This account obviously has less stuff. It's 10 levels below Semina. Obviously Semina is the alt account I spent the most time with, and probably one I care the most about. For a long time these were the only 3 accounts I had, and even like for a lot of that time this was my brother's account, but I was responsible for, you know, redeeming redeem codes. So yeah. All those star coins are just codes, and obviously have bought 3 horses with those star coins as well. So this Windfell, the pink Windfell, and the Brinicle. So yeah, if you just use codes, you actually end up getting a lot of star coins, but it's a little at a time. So a lot of it won't be super noticeable, I don't think. And obviously, like, none of these alt accounts have ever used like those huge star coin codes, like the Star Stable Inferno, I think, was like an event they had in June 2016, where there was a code that doesn't work anymore. It has been invalid since like at least July 2016. It was like valid for maybe a week or 2 or less. It was like SSO Inferno, I think, was the code in all caps, and it gave like 600 star coins. But that was like, I think, like maybe the only star coins code we got for like a year and a half. So we just got to get those huge star coins codes, where we got a lot of star coins at once, when we now is to get a lot of smaller codes with little star coins. But so I've seen people do the math. You get like, if you use all the codes, you get like 1,000 star coins in a year. That's more than we got with the Inferno code, because that was the only code we got that year, and that was 600 star coins. But it felt huge, obviously, because like you could get, you know, a horse at once with that code. But you know, that's beside the point. Let's move on to my 4th account. And so we have my 4th account, and this is Princess Dragon Road and her horse Everstar. And I've had her since the 21st of December 2020, so on the day of recording that would be 1,625 days ago, and I've had her for 4 years. And she's the account I created during the second Recruit a Friend event, where you could get the Snowy Owl on your main account, or the account that recruited. So obviously I created an alt account. So she's the account that I got to level 10 within 3 days. And she is on Marshmallow Clouds, and I've only had an Airstar once for a very short time, like a couple of minutes, to add her into my club. But when I created her, Airstar was a closed server, so you just couldn't join Airstar at all. You could only like be there if you were already there before, or if, you know, or you could leave it, but you couldn't join it unless they opened it. So I created her on Marshmallow Clouds, and that's kind of like, it felt right to stay here. Marshmallow Clouds is kind of my home server, even if I technically started playing on Fluffy Unicorn, where I spent my first like 5 minutes of the game. But I moved pretty soon to Marshmallow Clouds to play with some IRL friends that got me into the game, and then I stayed there till June 2016 when those friends moved to Airstar when Airstar opened for a couple of days, and then I moved there, and then I stayed there on Airstar until this fall, or fall 2024, when I moved for the first time since June 2016. So yeah, like this kind of is my home server. This is where I had a lot of the like my first experience, like my first championship, my first, like unlocking Golden Hills and the Harvest Counties, and South Hoof's release even. I saw the Soul Rider stuff for the first time on this server, so I kind of want to have an account here permanently. And that account is Princess, and she has 2 horses. So she has this beautiful bay horse, Everstar, and then she has the birthday horse from the 10th birthday, which was free. I think this is the last account I had when the 10th birthday event was. So she's gonna be the last account, I think, to have that horse, and he's called Mirrorstone on this account. I don't think we need to go look at him. The stable's gonna look the same as the other stables, and this soul steed is gonna look the same as all other soul steeds. So yeah. Oh, did I say what level she was? She's level 10. I didn't bother continuing on after that. And she is, wearing what gives the best stats. She has gloves and glasses and a jacket and shorts from redeem codes, which you can buy those in Global Store today, but they were originally released as redeem codes. And then she has the horse equipment from this winter event. So yeah, these introductions are going to get shorter and shorter because there's less and less to say. Let's move on to my 5th account. And so we have my 5th account where my horse is trying to drown himself. This is Hunter Dragon Road, and his horse North Star. And I've had this account since the 17th of December 2023, which on the day of recording would be 533 days ago, and only therefore 1 full year. Hunter is an Airstar, has always been, and I created this account for the sole purpose of playing the updated intro to the game when that was released. Because obviously when I started playing the game and for all my other Alt accounts, the intro quests were quite different than what they are when you start playing the game today. And Northstar really feels like waterboarding himself. Okay. You might recognize this account if you saw my old lady summer post last year, because Hunter played the tour guide for the day 2 posts of that little photo series, which is also why he's wearing this For Pinta cap. Yeah, and Hunter is also only on my accounts that I consider to be a guy. I really liked all the more gender neutral names that have been added to the game in recent years. When I started playing, there was only very, very feminine names for the most part. So when I saw that the name Hunter was available, I thought that's a cool name. I kind of want to have an account called Hunter. So yeah, Hunter only have 1 horse, so there isn't really any point to visit his stable. He doesn't really have a lot of clothes, and he doesn't have any horses, and he doesn't have a personalized stable. So I don't think there's much more to say. I mean, what we could show is the backpack, because obviously I've only had Hunter for about 1.5 years, and have never spent any star coins. You get 100 star coins for verifying your email address. And then these are literally just the star coins codes that we got throughout the last 1.5 years. We're not actually getting small amounts of star coins, which is not what this video is supposed to be about, but in 1.5 years, from redeem codes alone, I have gotten 2,100 star coins. Just wanted to point that out. Let's move on to account number 6, it should be, because this is account number 5. Yeah, let's move on to account number 6. And so we have my 6th account, and one of the youngest ones that isn't even a year yet. This is Irene Winterwell. She is the only one on my accounts to not have the Dragon Road last name, and I've only had her since the 17th of June 2024, so that would be 351 days ago on day recording, so not even a year. And she's an Airstar, and I created her for the sole purpose of being an extra in my old lady posts on Instagram last June, where there was 2 days, and it was like Kajsa and Bella's old ladies on vacation, and then it was them like on a guided tour the second day, and Irene was one of the extra like old ladies on the guided tour. So I created her, used the like confirm email stuff to get 3 days of free starters, so I could get to Fairgrove and buy this hair. Irene is also the only account where I've played the intro to the game in English. So I've experienced that in both Swedish and English, and I can therefore tell you that new quests are better in English than Swedish, but old quests that haven't been updated are better in Swedish than English. And that's because of what language they were created in. Newer quests are created in English and then translated to other languages, while the old, like really old original quests in the beginning of the game that haven't been updated yet were created in Swedish and then translated into other languages. But yeah, Irene only have one horse, and this is her starter horse, Divine Star, so I don't think there's really a purpose to going into her stable, because she doesn't have a lot of clothes. She mostly have like starter clothes and the early clothes you get from like the earliest quest. I think I literally only played, so I unlocked Silver Glade and then I just ran to Fairgrove and bought this hairstyle. I didn't do like anything else. So I think she's the account that experienced the least, but you know, I had a reason for creating her, and that is the reason. I got those things for that photo shoot. So I don't think there's much more to say about Irene or show. This is her horse, that's her free cat. So you know, let's move on to my last alt account. And here we have her, my last alt account and my youngest, having been created on the 25th of May 2025. So on the day recording, she's only 9 days old. This is Caitlin Dragonroad, who you might have seen if you watch all of my recent videos, because last week's video was when I tried to get her from level 11 to level 12 so that I could get the Baby Dragon blush on my main account. Check out that video if you haven't. It was very fun just playing around, rushing through all the quests and looking at all the old things. It was very, very fun. So obviously this is the account I created for the most recent and third Recruit a Friend feature. And this is her only horse, Firestar, and he is actually, I think, the only alt account horse I have that's level 15, because there's just so much XP these days. And Caitlin is actually the second highest level of my alt accounts. The highest level would be Semina, who's level 17, and who I've played a lot of over the course of years through a bunch of different starter codes. But because there's so much XP in a lot of quests today, especially in like Hollow Woods, which this is the only alt account I've done anything with Hollow Woods at, I actually managed to get her to level 14 in the end, with the extra days of free star I still had left over when I got to level 12. So yeah, I don't know if there's much more to show. I guess I could show you her stable, because I have actually done some things there. And oh, I don't know if I said this in the intro. If I haven't, this reshade preset I'm using is Limoncello by Jamie Cloverglass, so which you can find on their Patreon, on their Ko-Fi page for free. So It's in a bundle with another preset called Mojito, which is also really nice, but this one is a little bit lighter and was a little bit more what I was looking for today. So, you know, I did while doing the quest about like, oh, how all this stuff work. I just threw on some like free stuff for the stable, and you know, it looks very nice now. Other than that, I think like this must be the account with the most like organized closet, because just there's no time to create a mess. I've only had her for 9 days. She's actually, I think, the only account I have that doesn't have a type of like greenish yellow eye color, or like either green or a greenish yellow. She has blue eyes, and she also has this nice blue hair that I bought when I got max shillings. But obviously I don't have any more horses or anything else like that to show. I have only the star coins you get for confirming your email. I do have some extra pets. This is the pet you got, at least when I created my account, this account now, for confirming your email. And you get the dog for being recruited by a friend. You get these flowers from doing the dressage in Jorvik stables for the first time, and then you get the jackalope from Scott when doing his race in Fairgrove. Yeah, I don't really think there's much more to say. If you enjoyed this video looking at my alt accounts, please consider liking this video and subscribing if you haven't already. And you know, let me know, do you have a bunch of alt accounts? Like, how many accounts do you have? How many are you playing actively on? Do you, like me, only have a Star Rider on your alt accounts when there's a free Star Rider code? Or are you maybe more like my friend Bella, who have at least one alt account with Star Rider on it? You know, let me know, like, how, or if you have alt accounts, like, how do you play with them? How do you use them? And like, maybe do you have an account you created for a specific purpose? Like, I have some that are for the recruit a friend features, and I have some that are literally just for photo shoots. So yeah, let me know about you and potential alt accounts you might have, like how do you use them, and I guess I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye!